Hey everybody, Ryan FMTG here. Before we talk about today's deck, please pet the little corgi in the bottom right of your screen. That is the sub button, and I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, and we just reached 800 subs last week, and that was fantastic. So hopefully we can keep this positive momentum going into November. Today's deck that I want to talk about is Ryu Denjin Renki. We just got the balance updates a couple days ago now, and I always try to make a true burn list viable. And what I mean true burn list is basically we are playing all the damage dealing to your opponent's hero effects into one deck to just burn them out. Not necessarily the control Denjin Renki, but the burn Denjin Renki. And so that's what we're doing, right? We are playing a playset of, sneak attack, scarf, humiliation, headshot, and barrel bomb. Basically, all of those four cards are the burn spells. And then, of course, we are playing Leon and Ashley because those are kind of Denjin Renki on a unit, and yes, they are vulnerable to removal, but hey, it's Denjin Renki, it makes all your sneak attacks +1, and that's fantastic. Oh, and of course, Agent's Memory, that's another burn spell. Even though this did get a nerf, but hey, that means we can play it sooner in the game. Yes, it's only doing 5 damage compared to 7 damage, but this is still way better than most any of the other burn spells that we have in our pocket. And then, we are playing this little dude that's flying a kite, well, flying a dragonfly, as it were. 3 MP for a 2/4, when played, deal 1 damage to the enemy hero. This is kind of like the bug that I used to try to play in Denjin Renki burn decks, that, your opponent had to have like a 4 HP or weaker unit on the battlefield, then it dealt 1 damage, and I just never liked that. So hopefully this little human can be a little bit better. We are playing 2 of the forest, because 3 MP for a 2/4, death deals 1 damage to all units and heroes. Kind of good. However, when played abilities are just so much better, because that means you have more decisions and you are in the driver's seats of when this will trigger, compared to just like hoping that this dies sooner rather than later. And then, of course, we are playing 2 BB hoods and then 3 heavy hitter legendaries, because these could just close out the game and deal the extra final couple of damage where our burn almost got us there, and then these just close out the game. So let's see if we can burn some people out, as it were. Round 1 against Great Divine Intervention. We can keep this hand. One thing that stinks about Ashley, especially this type of matchup, is that she's probably going to die pretty fast because they have so much removal and damage dealing effects. However, what's good about these is that they can soak it up and then deal that damage. So I almost kind of want to just wait till we get 10 MP, play Ashley, then these two, and then if these two hopefully die before Ashley so that it does 1, but then unfortunately Ashley will get hit too, so it is what it is. Wonder if we just want to do this. It would feel great. We could have actually just done that. Let's quickly do this, because now we're to our AP count, now we can do that. Yeah, I actually think we just do our AP, because this will then do 2. This actually does some good stuff too. Yeah, I think we wait to play Kennedy, then use our hero power, then play our Dragonflyer. I want to dump this little dude in that lane so we don't take 2 more damage from the Pegasus. Ooh, we should have waited. I got too hasty, too excited. Because now, how good would this be if we could do headshot? Yeah, I was too hasty. That was actually a very big mistake. Okay, we're going to take a lot of damage here. So they have 5-7. So we're not dead. We could take 1 more hit cycle from everything, but then where are we going? Do we just have to play Ryu? No, tilt! I want to play this card! Should we have played Ryu? Because now, like, what are we doing here? Like... What are we doing here? Like, we're dropping BB Hood, like, we're just, like, playing this race that I don't think that we have enough resources to actually do 12 damage now. Well, this little dude's going to do, what, 3 damage now? So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, tilt. We should have played this right away. Okay, well, that's actually going to do it, but yet again, they're at 3? And I don't think we could have waited to play Ashley, then Barrel Bomb. Tilt. We really needed that to survive. And because we can't flip Lucia either. So, like, this can't attack, and Lucia literally cannot flip. Could we have... No, because we were at 1. Could we have played this differently, where we waited for Barrel Bomb? I wonder. These are the things that I'm wondering right now. I don't think we could have, because we were at 1. However, I feel like we could have done a couple things maybe a little bit differently, because we're so close, right? They are at 3. But starting off with a loss feels not great, but is what it is. Okay, round 2, we're going to focus, we're going to do math, and we're going to win. I don't love this hand. Let's swap it. Okay. We could just, let's just start with this. Right, just because maybe we get 2 damage and this did 3, that seems very fantastic. It did. Kind of surprised that they did put this here, and now they're dealing themselves damage. Heck yeah, let's go. So we're just going to drop Ashley right there, and then just try to spew out our hand as much as possible. A lot of... I wish this was, what, headshot, so we could get the art charge going. Okay, they're down to, what, 14? That's pretty good. Let's just do this. And now we could use our hero power, and we have a lot of burn in our hand. It's kind of nice that this guy will eat, you know, save us 3 points of life. Let's do this. Ooh, we could have done this, but this and, like, just now this other Scar will be lethal. So let's go for this Scar, because now if they do have Selfless Predation, we just have this now. Got there. To be fair, it really helps when they have to sacrifice their own life. That really, really helps Burnout. Up against Chun-Li, we can keep this. It's kind of nice we have 2 things. Like, we could just do, like, Leon, Ashley, Kite Rider, because then that's going to be doing 3 damage right there. Doesn't sound terrible. And then if they try, like, disarm or something, hopefully we could, like, Scarf Humiliation or something like that. Let's quickly play this. Oh, well, okay. That actually works. So now we still get to play this. So that's still doing +2. So we could do this. 2 damage. Yeah, let's just do this. I think you always have to more or less use the free MP that your opponent is giving you. Jeez, they gain 7 life. That's so much. And that's when burning feels real bad, is when that type of stuff happens. I actually think we play this first. And now we can use this. So then when that dies, it does 2 damage, and we can then just start playing this stuff. Ooh, I should have dropped that there. That was very bad. It doesn't matter, they have shield. They gain so much life. They're at 19. One might say this is that our opponent is cheating. One might say that. Gaining life is broken. So yes, we could play Ashley or something, but I actually think we really need to play Lucia and then flip it. Yeah, let's do this. Unfortunately, if they do something, we kind of feel like we have to Agent's Memory, but we're not getting the extra. Okay, that was actually really good. And that we have another Barrel Bomb. Come on, hit this one, hit this one. Woo! It saved us. Oh god, why? They have so much stuff. They have so much stuff. Stop playing, opponent. Okay, so if they do something in response, then we get to do this, and we get to win. Let's go. That's fine. Shield, that's fine. Just don't gain any more life. Wow. We won. And Bird's great. Let's go. 4th and final round against Blazy Wall. Let's keep this. They're going to try to be really, really fast. And unfortunately, like, this burn list is not the fastest, right? Like, you need to kind of get to your hero power, play your Kennedys, then play your stuff. Hopefully, BB Hood will do some work here. So I think we just do, like, Kennedy, Scar that if they do something, or Headshot that if they do something. Yeah, let's 2K play that game. Maybe we should have played a Kennedy. I'd rather do this so this does 3, so now we can just, like, do some of this stuff. Like, we could have played the other Kennedy, but actually, I think either way it was pretty good. Let's use our hero power. It's nice that Kennedy's going to get in for 2. Like, that really, really helps a lot. That's fine. Let's just do Scar. Ooh, this could be really, really good. So they're going to be at 12. Do we have to do this? Well, we could do this. I don't know why we played Kennedy there, because Kennedy's just going to die before anything really happens. I think we should have actually trump card then just tried to dump out our hand very fast. Well, now if they do something, we just do this, and now we get to use our hero power, then this is just lethal. Okay, we're at 2, let's go! So it's great because now if they have a burn spell, we get to barrel bomb, but then if they have a second one, we lose. Let's go. Feels great. That was a close one. That was fun. Overall, this deck played decent, right? We won some, we lost some were very, very close games. This deck is fun, right? Like, sometimes you have to do a lot of math, and if you do that math wrong, you can lose because of it, but that's kind of fun, right? And sometimes it's just fun to throw burn around into the face. However, sometimes this deck feels a little slow or mopey, right? You try to play a Leon and Ashley, but really before you get to play any sneak attacks or something, they disarm it or kill it somehow, and that feels bad. And there's so many really, really powerful things to be doing in Teppen that are usually more unit-based, and units stay on the battlefield or are forced to remove. And so, you know, once you play sneak attack, you spent 2 MP to deal just 2 damage. Where if this was a unit, it would be attacking over and over and over because of the attack cycle. However, sometimes it's nice because they can't really deal with a headshot or sneak attack besides for, you know, if they're purple and they get to counter it. But man, if the opponent is playing any sort of life gain of like Siblings Memory, Selfless Predation, that goes a very, very long way because a lot of our stuff deals 2-3 damage. However, it does really feel nice when you get to Denjin Renki, so your sneak attack is +2, and you have an Ashley, so it's +3, so it's 2 MP dealing 5. But that's more like the Christmas dreamland of like, yes, we're doing everything, and this is fantastic. So overall, I know I would say a positive, then a negative, positive, negative. How good do I feel this deck is? I feel like it's pretty medium. You can definitely win with it, but you're definitely going to lose with it. I think you can play with it a little bit more and maybe tune it. I'm going to try to think how to tune it to try to eke out those win percentages, but I don't think it's the most powerful deck by any means. Maybe it will be a little bit more powerful now if the metagame's just a little slower with, like, you know, all the nerfs to Dante Devil Trigger and those types of decks. So, you know, a slower metagame does really help this style of deck, but sometimes I don't care if this is the best deck. It's fun, and I will play it every once in a while, and maybe try to tune the list just to make it a little bit more powerful because, man, do I just love Burning Face sometimes. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.